It is important to note that this is not the first time this officer has been accused of excessive force. Mr. Martin, thank you for joining us here. Your case against the officer was dismissed. There is another case pending against him. But with that as context, tell us, what was your experience?
He slammed me down to the ground and started beating on me.
So you guys start getting words. He then initiates. You did not initiate any action toward him?
No, not at all.
And what did he do to you?
What he did to me is started making all these racial comments, which is already documented.
So he put you on the ground and there's racial comments?
Correct. And that was all done on the internal affairs report, which is already proven.
Welcome. My name is Preston Pollard, professional skateboarder, motivational speaker, and television personality from Alaska. I interview different celebrities hoping to bring youth hope. But today we have somebody very special to me. Somebody who has literally pushed forward, overcome many, many obstacles. He's someone who has served in the U.S. military. He has a new book out, which is amazing, which I read yesterday, and I am super excited. So please give a round of applause to Carlos Martin. You know, we gotta start this off from the beginning, because Carlos, I heard from your book that your mom got your name because you were born in a car.
So y'all just gonna laugh in my face like that, right? Yeah, so I was born in Benton Harbor, Michigan, and my mom, she went into labor earlier than expected. So she drove down to the hospital parking lot and she had me. I was born in the backseat of a car. So my uncle's name is Carl, and it just so happened to be that I was born in a Monte Carlo. So she called me Carlos.
What was it like being raised by a mom who was a single mother?
It's priceless to have someone love you more than they love themselves, to put your dream ahead of their own dream, you know? And so the sacrifice that my mother made for me is, there's no words for it.
October 24th, 2005, that was a tragic event that happened in your life. What happened on that particular day?
I call that day a horrible blessing, because without that day, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And so if I could say anything to you guys, one moment doesn't define your life. It's just a moment. And if you continue to keep God first, it shall pass. So what happened on that day was I was doing a uniform inspection for my soldier, just to be ready for formation tomorrow. Her name was PFC Carlisle. And so as I was coming home, it was just another regular day. I played semi-pro football. I used to take all the kids in my neighborhoods to the sporting events. And so I was well known in the community. The officer, Benjamin Fields, was already there in the neighborhood, and he was supposed to be looking for a white male flashing little kids. So when I saw the officer in front of me, I actually rode behind him. And as I followed him going towards my house, we went into the parking lot, which is shaped like a rectangle. And in the book, you'll see where I acknowledged him by bobbing my head. Where I come from, that's just a gesture of saying, "What's up, how you doing?" I get out my car, I go to put the keys in the door. Tashiana at the time was studying to be a nurse, and I hear a car peel off. And I turn around and I see an officer running up to me. "Hey you, come here." "Okay, me?" He's like, "Yeah, you." I was like, "Well, how can I help you, sir?" He says, "I'm out here for a noise violation." And I was like, "Well, it couldn't have been me, I just got home, sir. And plus, I lived in a fourplex. I had an officer that lived above me who happened to be a black female. Her mother was home, but she wasn't home, and she was watching the whole situation." So he asked me for my license and registration, which I handed him. The only thing was I lost my picture license in Germany. I was still in uniform, I still had German tags on my car, but DMV gives you a paper license. So I gave the officer the paper license. And he was like, "Well, what the hell is this?" And I was like, "Dude, if you just calm down. You can see I'm a soldier, I'm in uniform." And he was like, "You will not address me as dude, I'm a Richland County officer of the law. You must not know where you're at." I was like, "Well, you address me by hey you." He was like, "Well, that's because I don't know your name." "Well, sir, I don't know your name either." And so when I looked around, I saw the crowd of women and children beginning to draw. And next thing I know, I was on the ground. He slams me on the ground. He starts beating on me. He's making all these racial comments. The police officer's mother goes inside to get Tashiana to come outside. She comes outside, she sees what's going on, she runs back inside, she gets the camera phone. She starts taking pictures of the situation. The kids and women are panicking because they see the officer making comments like how he's glad Johnny Cochran's dead. I'm nothing but a black statistic. I'm a nigga. Welcome to the South. All these different statements, and I'm in uniform. This is after I got back from Germany, after I got back from Bosnia protecting my country. Tashiana had just got back from Iraq, and it's like, is this what we putting our life on the line for? Really? To be treated like this when we get home? It's sadder that sometimes you can go to another country, another place and feel safer than you feel than when you come back home. It's not what I signed up for. I signed up to protect so everyone has the opportunity to have equal rights, success, happiness, because when the biggest lie is when you're living in America, that's it. The world is so much bigger than America. When you go to Spain, Italy, Paris, and all these other different countries, it's like it blows your mind because you can see all the different lies that you were told growing up by television. People just want to be happy all across the rainbow, no matter where you are. And so the book is just about how do we get back to that.
Didn't he do an amazing job? Say your full name again, sir.
Preston Pollard. Thank you. Carlos, amazing.
Preston Pollard, thank you, sir. So we're with Noah's Art Publishing, and Carlos will have his book over on the other side. He'll sign his books, he'll take pictures. I wasn't being a drill sergeant, I'm just trying to keep him on schedule. Anyway, you from the military. Thank you guys, but you can take pictures and sign the book over there. Have a great day.
Please make Purpose Video Services your #1 choice for your next business video and aerial drone project. Visit our website at purposevideoservices.com.